Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Wednesday's Wake Up and Airbrush. We are going to talk about one of our best selling products, and that is what is going to be our sellout. I'm telling you for this season, it is our 12-piece FaceTime combo kit. And so today I am going to go in and really just talk about this kit, talk about what comes with it, what all you can do with it, and all of the stuff. And I'm going to kind of focus on, I had a customer come into our group. If you don't know, we have beauty experts available for you to connect with. So in other words, you can come into the group. We have a group called Luminous Live. You can come into that group. You can ask your questions. You can get a color match in this group. You can post photos. We can problem solve. You can get tips and tricks and helps. You can talk to other Luminous customers and get real life experiences from them. And so we have beauty experts, which I'm one of them, that can help you understand the products and how to get the most out of your products. Hello, Andrea. It is so good to see you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you guys. That is coming up tomorrow. I hope you are ready for it. And Black Friday sales, they are going to be a steal of a deal. So be prepared. I'm going to demo what is going to be one of our best sellers this season and show you how easy it is to use, give very detailed instructions, a little bit on contouring and highlighting with this palette, because I have had people ask that. And it's a little different for everybody. Contouring and highlighting is a preference, and the placement of it is really contingent upon your face structure. And so I'm going to go in just a little bit on that. But let me show you what we're demoing today in addition to that. And it is this 12-piece everyday FaceTime palette. This right here is going to be all you will need for any day, every day, all day, going on trips, going to the in-laws, going to the families, going out of town, work, school, all of it. Your whole face is in here, and I am fixing to show you how it is, how to use it, why, all of the good stuff. So go ahead and hang out with me, ask questions as you go. And as I said before, when we get into the color portion, I am going to really kind of dig a little bit deeper into the contour and the highlighting because somebody asked that in our group. All righty. So first things first is make sure anytime you use any of our airbrush spray products, whether it be the tinted moisturizer, the primer, the foundation, the full coverage, shake them until they get cold. You will actually hear it and feel it in your hands. So first things first, the primer. Love the hydrating primer. Guys, as winter gets here, our skin gets drier. As we get older, our skin gets drier. And it really does just wreak havoc. And so this right here is my go-to, the hydrating primer. Andrea asked, how was the wedding? Oh, Andrea, it was magical. It was so good. The weather was perfect. We did have it outside, and so the mosquitoes weren't too bad, which is the big deal here in Houston. And it was just an amazing time. So it was as close to perfect as you can get for a big event and a wedding. So thank you so much for asking, Andrea. The bride and the groom were very happy. And I believe most of the family was too, to get to celebrate with them. And it went really well. No major meltdowns. And if you can say that a bride and a groom showed up and left at the end of the day happy with no major hiccups or meltdowns, that's a win for me in a wedding situation. So thank you, Andrea, for asking. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Primer's on. Easy breezy. It's a no-brainer. It helps smooth things out and look good. When you are using our foundation, this is super high pigment. So make sure you use 2 short sprays starting out, and then we are going to disperse that pigment across our face. We are not worried about quote unquote blending for coverage. We are going to build coverage, and this is the foundation of our coverage. 2 short sprays, dispersing it across the face so it can heat with our skin. And as it heats with our skin, that's where the magic comes in, because it actually expands on your skin. If you leave too much pigment in one spot, like you sit here and you go, oh, I need to cover, 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 and you don't give it a chance to heat with your skin, then it is going to be too yellow, too orange, too light, too dark, too something. So go with a light, amount first and then build it. Andrea just asked me, are they on their honeymoon now? So if you guys don't know, my daughter just got married this last Sunday. So we've been doing wedding looks as our demos and all of that. And so we just finished a wedding. They are not. So they did a little 2-day staycation, mini honeymoon, like from the wedding. They went to a hotel local here in Houston and spent a couple of days alone for that. And then they are going to do Thanksgiving with the family. And then Monday, they leave for their honeymoon in the Caribbean. So they kind of have like a mini moon, and then they're going to go on their full honeymoon. Okay, so as you can see, I answered that question, and my foundation is already completely on. All I did was put short sprays on the brush, and I'm just continuously dispersing it across my face. And this is the coverage that I think I want. It's a medium coverage, not super heavy full. If I want more coverage in any particular area, I just put a little spray on there and disperse it. The thing is, unlike traditional foundation where you will just pounce and cover in one area, in this one, you want to kind of move it and disperse it, because when it heats with your skin, it expands. Yes, Andrea, it is nice. I think it was a smart move on their part to avoid all of the Thanksgiving rush of travel. And so to me, that was the smartest move they did. It also gave them time to get their presents in, to get it to the house, to breathe, and to pack for the long honeymoon. Because if you've ever tried to pack for a honeymoon before a wedding and the whole, bustle of all that, it's challenging and can be very, very stressful. So it was a smart move on their part. Okay, this is the all over palette. And I'm going to show you, when I tell you it's all inclusive, it's all inclusive. So we've got all of our colors here that can be used for so many different things. In other words, I'm going to use this matte brown eyeshadow and this charcoal gray eyeshadow. And I'm just going to do a little dot on each of those for my brows, because I want to strengthen my brows and fill them just a little bit and cover up my gray hair. Yeah, gray hair in the brows, man. That is a new thing. Young ones, y'all have something to look forward to. Not only do they thin, but they turn gray. And so you get to handle that challenge as well. So this palette actually has a great matte color in it, so that you can use the same color that you would use as an eyeliner. You can also use on your eyebrows. Multifaceted. Love that, right? Okay, so I'm going to come in. I'm going to do a very soft taupey brown today. And so I'm going to use this. I'm going to highlight right underneath there just a little bit, because I want that little bit of highlight. And I'm going to leave the natural brown that is on my eyes there, because just because I have darkness on my eyes, it gives a little depth. We're just going to stick with it. So I'm going to use this purpley taupe, and I'm just going to enhance that just a bit. And I'm just going to go across my whole lid. Again, very easy, very simple, not any super hard techniques. Again, we're doing it quick, easy, on the go FaceTime palette with our focus today on contouring and highlighting. So we got to get there first. Okay, so I'm also going to use this little gray right here. I'm going to use that as my eyeliner right here on that outer corner just to give me a little bit more focus on the eyes, bringing in just a little bit of focus. Nothing heavy duty, nothing crazy. Again, easy, simple coloring. Okay, so let's now talk about contour. I had someone ask about contouring, and so this is why we're having this lesson on contouring. This is our contour. This is our contour. This is our blush. This is our highlight. Okay. Contouring really comes down to wanting to put a shadow or take attention away to an area that you want. So in other words, if you're wanting your face to look thinner, then you would do a little contour here or a little contour here. If you're wanting your face to look more imbalanced because most of the time our eye sees beauty and balance in balance. So the balance from here to here, here to here, and here to here. So you want to see if you can get the face evenly balanced in thirds from here. And then if you want any slimming, we do that. So if you'll notice, I've got a little bit of a high forehead, especially when my hair is back. So I will add contour up here because I'm not going to do bangs. Some people have cute bangs and look great with it. I am not that person. Now, when I wear my hair down and to the side, I don't have to contour because it takes, that focus away. But when I wear it up and back, where I want the focus to be is my eyes. Okay. I want to bring the focus here. So I am just going to contour or cast a little bit of a shadow of not being so bright up here. If I want to like chisel that and lift up that cheekbone, I'm going to do a little bit of a contour here. If you have a very narrow face, very thin face, you may not have to contour on the cheeks. It may be okay. If you have a shorter forehead, you may not need to contour on there. It's okay. A lot of people will do a contour on the nose. I can. I don't normally, but if I were going to, I would just thin it out just a little bit on the sides. Do you have to do this? No, you don't have to do this. This is a lot of extra that isn't necessary. But if it is a look you want to go with and you want to kind of thin out and elongate that nose, you can. That is super simple. Now, one of the places since I've been older and even before that I almost always contour is right underneath my chin and along that jawline, just to let it be chiseled and just to give that subtle shadow to cover. And I'm not trying to erase my double chin, guys. I'm just trying to not let it be highlighted. So it is meant to look natural. It is meant to not really be seen. It is meant to look like a shadow. So if you have a stripe on your face at the end of all this, you need to blend a little bit more. Right now, I understand it's a little heavy and it's a little stripy and you can see it, but we're going to do a final buff and you will get to see what that final buff looks like. Now I'm going to come in with my blush and I'm just going to pop it right there on top of that contour. I'm going to pop it and I actually bring my blush up a little bit. I do not contour right here because as I get older, that dips out and I don't want it to look, I don't want to look skeleton-y. I don't know if, as skeletons go in like that. So I'll add a little bit of blush there just because I like it. And then highlighter. Where do you put highlighter? You put highlighter any place you want the light to be caught. So if I want the light to be caught on the top of my cheek, that's where you see I just used my finger. You can use your finger. You can use a brush, your choice. But I just put a little bit right there. Some people Normally, I don't do this, but I also normally don't contour my nose either. Some people will do a highlight right down their nose so that the light will catch it. Again, we will do that today, but I don't normally do it. Some people will do it right above their cupid bow to give that illusion of their lip being just a little bit turned up. Not necessary, but if you want to, you can. I will also, if I'm going out, if I'm having a special night, if I am doing something fun, I will also come in with a brush and I'll take that highlighter and I'll do it on this inner corner right here. And I'll do it right on that lid to add a little bit of an extra shimmer or pop. I don't do it on the brow bone, but you are always welcome to if you want to add a little bit there. Okay, it's that easy. It's that simple, my friends. That is, the essence of contouring. Where you want a shadow to be, where you want things chiseled and minimalized, where you want to bring a balance in is where you contour. Where you want the light to hit naturally and it to glow and show just a little bit is where you put a highlight. And then make sure you do a final buff on all of these colorings to get that seamless blended look. Again, you shouldn't look stripy. If I can clearly see your heavy contour, or you look like you could land a 747 down your nose or on your cheekbone, you are too heavy on the highlight. So this right here, you can do everything you want to do with just simple products: contour, highlight, eyeshadow, the whole shebang. Alrighty, let's do one of my last steps, which I'm going to do a little bit of concealer just to clean up this eye and make it look a little more polished and dramatic. When I do that, I'm just going to spread this out and I'm going to give it a chance to heat with my skin. I'm not blending it completely out till it has an opportunity to heat with my skin. So it's going to look a little reverse raccoony, but only while I do my mascara. So that's one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they are doing concealer is they do not allow it to heat with their skin. They blend it all out, put it on, and just they put it on, blend, 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 and then pretty much blend it all away without giving it an opportunity to react to the heat of their skin, do what it needs to do. I can always remove the excess concealer, but I don't want to have to reapply it and pile it up a mile high just to get basic coverage that I would want or need. Come on in. Tell me if you guys are going out of town for Thanksgiving or if you are staying in town. What are your plans for Thanksgiving? I'm staying in town, and normally I host Thanksgiving. But since we had a wedding just a couple of days ago at my house, your girl ain't hosting Thanksgiving this year. Having 85 people or 80 people at my house was enough hosting for me. And so we will not be doing Thanksgiving this year at my house. But I am happy to see family and go see other people for Thanksgiving. Also, another fun little fact. My husband's birthday this year is on Thanksgiving, so we will be I will be thankful for his birthday this year. Andrea, you're staying in town and cooking. You go, girl. I am glad you are cooking. We are doing sides this year, and so it is going to be fun just to be able to bring sides and do all that. We stay in town for the most part. Although when you say stay in town, most of my family lives about an hour away or 35, 45 minutes away. So we still travel in town a little bit. All righty. So my mascara is put on. I've given the concealer time to heat up. Now I'm just going to come in right here and I'm going to buff away any excess brightness that we have. Beth, hello. Thank you for coming in. Can you wear the concealer under the foundation so it blends? I have the worst bags and you look like you have raccoon eyes. Yes, ma'am, you can. You can concealer can go under foundation. It can go over foundation. It can go under and over depending upon what you need and how much aggression you need. I flip back and forth, Beth. So when I don't have challenges with the bags under my eyes, in other words, when I get enough sleep, let me just put it that way, and I'm just doing a cleanup look, then I'll do it on top. If I need extra help or I'm wearing a foundation that'll lock it in, then I will do, like for my daughter's wedding, I did concealer first, then I put the foundation on it, and then I did the spray. So you can do it either way and work however you want it. I do blend it out after when I put it on top. That's what I just did. So it just really is dependent upon what method works best for you. Jennifer, let me read hers. Sometimes your anniversary falls on Thanksgiving, but not this year. 17 years. Congratulations, girl. That is no easy feat. Great lashes. Thank you. I use a serum on the lashes. You can put on false lashes, and that's fun and great. I use a serum at night to help keep them healthy and let them grow, because here's the funny part. When you get over 50, like things go, like you get hair where you don't want hair and you lose hair where you normally had full hair. So we help all that stuff out and combat it the best we can. But alrighty, friends, that is our demo with a highlight on contour and highlighting of our 12-piece FaceTime demo kit. You do not want to miss this. I'm telling you, Black Friday, we're going to sell out. It is going to be a killer of a deal. This is the best Christmas present stocking stuffer you will ever get or give, because you can use it to go anywhere, do all of your, like every piece of my face I did other than my mascara with this. I did the brows, I did the eyeshadow, I did the foundation, everything came. I did my brows with this entire piece. So you really, really, to keep it simple, have everything in one place, you're not going to get a better deal or better products to do it with. So make sure you pick it up with our Black Friday special. All right. If you guys have any questions, remember, we have beauty experts available to you on the phone, on all of our social media platforms. You can ask your questions. You can come in and get a color match. We're here to make sure you get the right formula, you get the right color, and you custom create a look with you that you can love. That's what we love to do. We love helping people love their look. And so join the group called Luminous Live. Come in, ask your questions. Don't be afraid. We love helping you guys out. But remember, as we are going into the holiday season and tomorrow being Thanksgiving, it can get a little dicey when you have family time. I get it. I know. But remember, the most beautiful thing that you can do and that you can be is kind. So be kind to yourself and be kind to others. It is beauty at its best. All righty. I will see you next time. You guys have a very, very good, very grateful, very thankful, very kind Thanksgiving. Until then, bye.